Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title, today is going to be my get ready with me, and today's video is long. It's probably going to be close to an hour, so I apologize. So definitely grab yourself a drink or a snack, and yeah, I am going to be giving you guys the full update from the last time I posted in July of 2020 up until present day. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's go ahead and get right into it. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to share with you guys what I'm using, and then everything will be linked down below in the description bar, but I'm not really going to explain what I'm doing since it is going to be more of a chit chat style video. I already went ahead and primed my face using this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty Foundation. This is in the shade 300. Somehow this broke, so I have to go like this to use it. But okay, so the last time that I filmed a video before I kind of went MIA was in July, and at that time I had just taken a trip to Seattle with my friend Karina, and I mean, not much really happened when I got back. I did like go blonde, that was in July, and then me and my fiance, he was a boyfriend at the time, we took a trip, like a weekend trip to New Buffalo, Michigan, which is somewhere we usually try to go to every year, since it's just, you know, it's a fun little spot to go to. It's nearby, it's not a long drive, and it's just nice to sometimes get away without actually doing a full-blown trip. And real quick, by the way I decided to format this video is I basically backtracked and I kind of like listed every month. I have it here like to reference, and then I found a few, like one or two things that were significant, or like just things I want to mention that happened. That way we're going to basically be doing a timeline. So I'm going back from July 2020, we're going to go August, September, October, November, December, and then we're going to do 2021, yada yada yada, you get the gist. Okay, so like I said, we took a trip to New Buffalo, Michigan, and really that's all I could really think of that was, I guess, like a highlight for that month. Nothing over the top happened. And then in August, we celebrated my parents', so this is August 2020, we celebrated my parents' 30th anniversary, and that was pretty fun, you know. It was a big deal. I feel like nowadays marriages don't last that long. So yeah, they celebrated the 30th anniversary, which was pretty fun. We did a little surprise party at my sister's, so that was pretty fun. Really all I have to say for August. By the way, I'm sipping on a coconut LaCroix with a wild strawberry Crystal Light little packet. Tastes so good. Anyways, let's go ahead and do concealer next. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I am in the shade Medium Peach. So then in September, nothing really significant. We got new appliances here at the condo. So that was a nice upgrade because the appliances we had were white, they were outdated, and a lot of them were like malfunctioning. We couldn't use our dishwasher because it would leak, and our refrigerator did work, but we'd always have to have 2 cups in there, like in the back, for any condensation. Otherwise it would get water all over the place on like the shelves in there, and then it would freeze over, and it was just honestly really annoying because so many times we would forget to empty out those cups, and we would have that problem where it would all be frozen over, water would be everywhere. So yeah, we got new appliances, so nothing major but still super exciting, and it just looked more visually appealing. And let me see, I'm just referencing this little like paper I made on the side, so don't mind me if I'm looking away. So then we are into October 2020, and me and Sharif, my fiance, we took a trip to Mexico. We love going to Mexico. We try and go there every year as well. And we usually go to like Cancun, Riviera Maya. So we went there, we did some zip lining, you know, your typical excursions. We did some underwater swimming in caves. Super fun. And then when we got back, we had picked up our very first kitten, Louis. So we got him, and unfortunately 3 days later he passed away. And so really quickly, I'm just using this Maybelline Fit Me, I think it's like a foundation stick. I use it as contour. This is in Coconut 355. So yeah, so he came home, and I remember coming home from work one day and I said, he seems off. You know, I work nights, so I got home that morning and I was like, he seems off. I don't know, you know, the nurse in me, I knew something was wrong. And he just looked like depressed almost to me. Didn't really want to touch his food or anything. So I was like, something's wrong. I need to take him to the vet. And so I did. And when I got there, they said he was hypothermic. You know, he was very cold. They could not even get a temperature on him. And so they asked to keep him. They got an IV in him. And they got him fluids. And they're like, okay, like, you know, go home and rest. We'll call you, you know, if something happens. Do you want us to do everything we can to save him? So I said yes. As soon as I got home, they called me. And they told me that he stopped breathing, and they started doing CPR, and to please get there as soon as I could. So as soon as I get there, they tell me he didn't make it. Oh my God, I'm gonna try not to cry. So that was really hard, even though he had like only been home for 3 days. We got really attached. And it was just devastating, honestly. Like, this is not something we expected. You know, 3 days he was home, and ultimately they said that he basically was also hypoglycemic. His sugar was low because he hadn't really been eating. And they said that, so they did do a whole, I think it's called a necropsy, which is basically like an autopsy for cats. They didn't find anything wrong with him, so it was more so like kitten fading syndrome. And kittens are so fragile, you know, that they can decline super quickly, and they don't always make it if they don't get there in time. So yeah, that was a little tragic in November 2020. We were just, you know, still dealing with the pandemic. And let me see what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to put on some blush. This is Laura Mercier Peach Glow. It is a cream, like a cream contour, a cream blush. I guess I'm going to apply it with this. So yeah, we were just still dealing with the pandemic. You know, we were starting to feel the burnout. It's just like, oh my God, the pandemic, I swear, it's like PTSD, certain stuff from it. We were required to do like mandatory overtime, which was starting to take a toll on a bunch of us. You know, I was just physically and mentally exhausted. I would be working 4 to 5 12-hour shifts a week compared to my normal 3 12-hour shifts a week, which is 36 hours. So add an extra 24 hours to that, and you're at, what is the math, 58 hours a week. Yeah, so it was a lot. That's about it for November. Obviously Thanksgiving. December 2020, couldn't really find anything too significant. I mean, my dad celebrates a birthday in December, and so does Sharif. So I was going through, like, the way I came up with this list, I went through my pictures, my Instagram story archives, and then on Instagram memories to just kind of, you know, like, get my memory back. And all I could really see was that, like, because of everything going on, you know, with working and home and the recent, like, loss of my first cat, Louis, it was really good to hang out with friends. You know, it's always good for your mental health to get together with people you care about, and it just helps make everything, like, a little bit easier, you know, you can vent and just enjoy good company. So I had a few friends come over to my place, and we did a little bit of a wine tasting. We each picked out a wine, and then like we tasted each other's wine, you know, wine tasting. I had made a little charcuterie board, and what else? And we did some wine painting, wine glass painting, so that was really fun. What else? And then around that time in December, you know, we were in touch with the breeder who, we got our cat Louis from a breeder. I don't think I mentioned that. So we were in touch with the breeder, and you know, because of the unfortunate circumstances that happened, she basically was like, I will let you guys pick out a new kitten at no charge. You know, this is just very devastating and so unexpected. So we went and we looked at kittens, and we picked out a new kitten at that time. And then New Year's Eve, that's all I gotta say for that one. So we are in January now of 2021. And in January, I would say the most fun and significant thing I can point out there would be that I took a filler and Botox course. So that was super fun. If you guys know me personally, or I may have even mentioned here at some point on my channel that I went into nursing because I've always been interested in aesthetic nursing, meaning, you know, more like the glamorous stuff like plastic surgery, Botox filler, like all that stuff has always been very intriguing to me. Really quickly, I don't think I told you guys, the blush I used was by NARS in the color Deep Throat. And then I used Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Okay, so yeah, I took a Botox and filler course. Super fun. That's all I gotta say there. And then February 2021, the new kitten we had picked out, Milo, came home. And he came home, and I knew this to begin with. So when we picked him out, you know, everything fine and dandy, we picked him out. And then as it was getting closer for me to like pick him up, a few times that had to be rescheduled because he just seemed to be like having some allergies or something. Our breeder ended up saying, you know, he's got a respiratory infection, and you know what, she's like, this is going to be something you're going to be dealing with for a long time. My recommendation is to pick out another kitten. And so in February, this is February 21st to be exact, we went to, you know, we're like, okay, let's look at other kittens. And she said, I will bring the kitten that you guys were going to pick so you guys can just see how he's doing. And none of the kittens we saw we cared for, and we saw the cat we were supposed to get, the kitten we were supposed to get, and we're like, you know what, we still want him. We understand he's going to have, you know, sneezing, and he's going to be on antibiotics for a while, on medication. Like, we fell in love with him, and we want to bring him home. And so that's what we did. He came home with us February 21st, and we named him Milo, and you guys have still seen him in the video, so he's doing great. Yeah, for a while he was very sneezing out boogers. I remember we pulled out the couch once to clean behind there, and there were so many boogers that were like dried up and stuck on the wall. It was really gross. But he's my baby, and you know, we just cleaned it up, no problem. So in March, we went to Scottsdale, me and my fiance, and we are actually contemplating moving there or somewhere in Arizona. I'm looking for my eyebrow brush. All right, so we're gonna do eyebrows next. Oop, that's not the one. That is not the one. Here it is. So we went to Scottsdale. We really enjoyed it. You know, it's good weather. Obviously, there's no winter. So yeah, that was like the main significant thing. It was a lot of fun. If we do end up moving there, I don't think it will be for like another year or two, somewhere in between there, just because of like the wedding and everything else going on. And we have to go when it's at the hottest of the hottest in like Arizona weather, because you know, we got to make sure we can stand that heat. Anyways, April 2021, I went to Vegas for my friend Karina's birthday, and So that was super fun. It was like a couple's trip, but my fiance Sharif was at a bachelor party also in Vegas, so he didn't come. And so I brought a good friend, Angelia, and oh my god, you guys, that trip was like very full of drama. I am not going to get into it, but if you know, you know. But yeah, we had a great time. We made the best of it. May. Alright, this month has like a lot more stuff. So in May, I finally decided to leave my first nursing job. I did really like everyone that I worked with, but I just had to leave for other reasons. You know, the pay wasn't where it should be. We found out nurses who were just coming in. I had been there for almost, I think 2.5, almost 3 years. And the new nurses were making like 50 cents less than me. And I don't think that's okay, especially when I'm charged all the time and yada yada, other stuff that you guys don't need to know about. But basically, that on top of like just management was not that great. So yeah, I ended up leaving and I took on a temporary contract job. I wouldn't really say it's travel nursing because I mean it was a local contract. So I did that. I was doing COVID vaccines, so it was something that I needed. Like I said, after working that pandemic, I just felt so like burnt out and I needed something different. And it was a nice little break. I did enjoy it. The pay was pretty good. And for the most part, it was just the change of pace. It was definitely more chill. And then I got to a point where it was just like, okay, this is too slow. Like I need a little something more, you know? But yeah, I had started that contract. I think I did it for about 3 months. And then we had a wedding, DJ and Nicole's wedding. These are my fiance's friends. So we went to their wedding, which, you know, everybody loves weddings. Weddings are always so much fun, celebrating love. And my best friend Tiva from high school, she's literally like the only person I talked to from high school. She decided she was moving to Denver, Colorado. So that was super exciting for her. It was like a bittersweet moment, you know, like I'm so happy for her to go out and explore. But then it just sucks because she's leaving, but it's fine, you know, we're adults, we can go visit each other. So yeah, she moved for a job and like, yeah, everything's been super great with her. She loves it, so super happy for her. So then in June 2021, we had another wedding. This was Lauren and Kyle's wedding, and again, these are Sharif's friends. I mean, I'm friends with them too, but you know, I met them through Sharif. This was like his high school friends group. And then just a little side note, because I see like a Snapchat memory that I had saved. I was on a walk, you know, a hot girl walk, you know, trying to look cute and stuff, get in shape. And a bug flew into my eye when I was walking, and honestly, it was like traumatic. Yeah, I'm walking and I like felt something go into my eye, and my sister swore she couldn't see anything. So I was like, whatever, you know. I had to continue with the walk. We couldn't like just turn around. It's not like we had just started walking. This was like mid-walk. And when I get into the car, I look and I got the bug out. It was so tiny, but oh my god, it had made my eye really bad. I literally had to go to the eye doctor. I had to stay out of my contacts for a while. And I had to be on antibiotic eye drops because it basically had created, it was this eye, it had created a laceration in my eye just because I was rubbing so hard to get it out because I knew there was something in there. And like the next morning I woke up and like my eye was almost like swollen shut, but yeah, it was bad. But thank God that that's over with. So if you're ever going walking, please wear sunglasses because do not recommend. And then I turned 27, so my birthday's in June. I'm a Gemini. It's coming up again. Can't wait. And then July, of course, 4th of July. I remember we had went to like a 4th of July party that my friend invited me to. And then on top of that, like the following day, which was actual 4th of July, we went to my sister's, she had like a barbecue, of course, very typical 4th of July celebration. Oh, I hope I don't mess these up real quick. Ooh, hold on, guys. Concentrating here. So yeah, we went to my sister's for 4th of July, and the eventful thing about that is like my brother and my brother-in-law, I guess he's still my in-law, it's my sister's husband, they went and like bought a bunch of fireworks. You know, they literally went all out. It was super fun, like great little like fireworks show that we had. And then there was literally a mishap with one of the fireworks, and all I remember, like, it was just so quick. They started shooting at us. Like, it was me, my nieces, my sister, my brother was there, my dad, but like the fireworks were coming towards me, my sister, and my nieces, and we just started like running like crazy. Like, my brother and my fiance will still mock us to the day the way that we ran. One of them hit me in the back, and the other one hit me in the back of my head. I literally have that shirt, and you can see like a little like hole where the firework hit it. I was fine, but like I kept like smelling like that burnt hair smell, and then I finally found the spot is like in the back of my head, and you can feel that like my whole, like, there's like, I don't know how big it was. It was not that big actually. Maybe it was definitely like less than this size here. It literally like burnt some of my hair off, and I had like a little bald spot in the back. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's what happened in July. What else? And then we went to Nashville. So, I mean, I feel like we did a lot of traveling. It didn't really feel like we did at the time, but we went to Nashville. It was like a late birthday trip, and super fun. That's pretty much it. And then in August 2021, that COVID vaccine contract was over, and I found a staff job again, another staff job. This is at like a huge, like super well-known hospital in Chicago, so it was pretty cool. My friend actually helped me get the job. You know, they were hiring, and we had went to nursing school together, so she was like, you should apply, I think you'll really like it. And yeah, I started working there. I'm still there now, and I really like the job. It's a lot better than where I was previously at. Staffing is much better. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. What else? And then at that time we started looking for a new kitten because we felt like Milo was kind of lonely. You know, he would constantly like sit in front of our fridge, and it's stainless steel, so you can kind of see a reflection. And oh, by the way, I just primed my eyes using the same e.l.f. concealer that we used, and for my brows I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in dark brown. So yeah, so we started to look for a brother because Milo would sit in front of the fridge and he could see his reflection, and I feel like he would be like, where's this other kitten I see? You know, that's just my interpretation. I felt like he wanted a sibling, and we were open to it. So once again, we went to the breeder, and we found Oliver. It was like this darker, like gray, black colored British short hair. That's the breed that all these cats have been. I'm obsessed with that breed. They are super adorable, very like loving, affectionate, good-tempered cat. And so we picked out Oliver, and where am I? And we brought him home, and it was just a really nice fit. Him and Milo did not get along super, I mean, they got along well in the beginning, but then I feel like Milo would kind of bully him, show him, you know, this is my place. I'm like the alpha here. I don't know, but yeah, they got along pretty good. And then September of 2021, I got Lasik Eye Surgery, which is literally life-changing. I wish I would have done it sooner because I wasn't blind, but my vision was really bad. It was like negative 6.5 I think in this one, negative 6.75, like bad. Like you will put on my glasses and like get dizzy if you were to try them on back in that day. So yeah, that went pretty good, no complications, you know, recovered well. I mean, it's a very chilled, like quick, no downtime procedure. And then in October of 2021, me and Sharif celebrated our 9-year anniversary. As you guys know, we've been together for a very long time. And then my family and I went on a Disney trip, which was super exciting. I mean, I had only been to Disney once prior, and pretty much my sister had never been, none of my nieces had been, my parents have never been to Disney, you know. They weren't in that position to be able to take us when we were younger, but it was just a nice trip. We had so much fun. It was just so magical. You guys know Disney's a magical place. And Milo turned 1 in October, so he was born on Halloween. It's a little fun fact, so I will obviously never forget his birthday. And yeah, that was pretty exciting. I like took pictures of him and had made a little like birthday hat for him. We had a little photo shoot because I'm extra, and Milo does have an Instagram, so if you guys want to follow him, I like just pretty much post a bunch of pictures and stuff of him, so I will link that down below if you guys want to follow him. And then I also started my tattoo removal journey back in October. I'm trying to decide what look I want to do. So I'm going to use this lorac, what palette is this? Unzipped eyeshadow palette. This is like a super good palette. I feel like the colors are just like perfect, you know? I use this one a lot. It's my go-to. So yeah, I started my tattoo removal. If you guys want me to do like a separate video on that, like why I decided to get my tattoos removed, which tattoos am I removing, the price point, let me know. Any questions you guys have, I will definitely film that for you guys if you're interested in watching. November 2021, again, like really not a whole lot. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, but it's stuff that I don't feel comfortable talking about, just things happening in my personal life. And I just like needed a mental break from social media, so that's exactly what I did. Deactivated all my socials, and yeah, that's what I did. Then in December, we celebrated Sharif's 31st birthday and just, you know, enjoyed a bunch of like pop-up Christmas bars. I don't really care for the winter too much. Like, I like the holidays, but I can't stand the snow. That's part of the reason why we've been talking about like moving out of state eventually, just because I literally cannot with this cold weather anymore. You get like 3 decent months out of the year, I feel like, and I'm over it, to be honest. So yeah, not a lot happened in December. And then in January of 2022, the very beginning of the year, I went and visited Tiva for the first time in Colorado, and it was nice. It was still cold, obviously, in January, but it was just nice for her to be able to like show me around her like new home and just explore and visit, you know, the area. So yeah, that was fun. And then we went to Mexico again. It was like a late birthday trip for Sharif. We usually do try and go in December because the weather is pretty bad in Chicago, and so it's just nice to go somewhere warm. And that is when I got engaged. I know I've been like mentioning it here and there in the vlogs, and you guys have probably seen the ring, but yeah, he proposed on our last night there, and it was just super like special, and I just love the way he proposed. And if you guys kind of want to hear more about it, it's not like a super long story, but I can include that. If you guys like want to hear about it, let me know, and then I'll include it in like my next vlog or something. So yeah, that was exciting. We got engaged January 18th, and then when we got home, we started, of course, touring venues and just trying to get that done right away so that we can secure our date. So yeah, that happened. And then in February, I think this is all I'm gonna do for eye look, by the way. Let me add some mascara real quick, and then I'm gonna do lashes, and then I think, oh my god, I didn't add highlight. I'll have to add highlight in a moment. So in February 2021, Oliver started getting sick. Something was off with him. He wasn't sick for long, but this was the new kitten that we brought home, you know. I just noticed like his belly looked more round, and I was like, ooh, something's up, like maybe he has worms. So I had my fiance take him to the vet, And she said, you know what, yeah, if you notice he's not really eating, it also seems like his gums are swollen, and so our vet diagnosed him with stomatitis. Alright, so then a few days later, I think like 1 or 2 days pass, and I'm just like, no, you know, his belly still looks rounder, like she didn't really address this. And I didn't take him to the vet because I had work, so my fiance was working from home, he was able to take him. And so it was like Saturday, and I was like, you know what, let's take him to another vet. Well, our vet wasn't, we were going to take him back to our vet, but their hours are like kind of limited. They're like a 9 to 1 clinic. So we took him to this like emergency vet. It was one of the very few places that was open at that time. And I just used Anastasia Beverly Hills, the collab with Nicole Guerriero. This is their highlighter, the Glow Kit. Super pretty. And I used Forever Young, because we will be forever young. So, because of COVID, they told us to wait in the car. We waited outside of their vet office, whatever you want to call it. We waited outside while they were, you know, trying to diagnose Oliver and see what was going on. And then they called us while we're in the car and told us that he had FIP. And if you've never heard of FIP, feline infectious peritonitis, basically he had some fluid buildup accumulation around like his abdomen and some of his other organs. And they said, you know, this is deadly, there's no treatment. We suggest you put him down. So, oh my God. Again, not what we wanted to hear. So of course me and my fiance just broke down in the car, and my makeup. We were just devastated, you know, like here we are thinking it's like, oh, just something's wrong, we'll get it treated and he'll come back home. So at that point, you know, we told him, can we just bring him home, spend one more night with him, and then we'll decide what we want to do. We did a ton of research and found that there actually is treatment. It's just not FDA approved. So basically we ordered this medication from California and overnighted it, and it would be daily injections for, I want to say it was 90 days, maybe 60 days. And cats did make a full recovery and have still been like living for years later. So we didn't care the price. We right away like overnighted it. But unfortunately, he did not make it to the morning. Me and my fiance were sleeping separate I had Milo and he had Oliver. Because, you know, we didn't want Milo to get sick. It can be contagious. Jesus. So I remember waking up because I heard my fiance like repeatedly saying his name, Oliver, 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 and I was like, oh my God, like what happened? Go in there and I think he was just more like drowsy, lethargic. He was still with us, just he had definitely declined from just earlier the night before. He was fine. He was walking, not really eating, but it's just crazy how rapidly he declined. And then he started throwing up, so I told my fiance to pick him up so that he doesn't aspirate, so it doesn't go into his lungs, you know. And after that, he wasn't breathing. So we took him to the vet so that we can get him cremated and all that. But as you can see, it's still hard to talk about. Milo's over here. You want to say hi, baby? Come on. You know I was upset. You know I was sad. So that's pretty much what happened in February. We did find our venue as well, and I started just going to the gym more consistently because with the wedding in mind and stuff, and just to get my mind off things. Okay, I feel like Milo's hair now. Okay, so we are now to March 2022, and I started dress shopping. I did my flower girl and bridesmaid proposal, and I'm gonna be doing some kind of like video. It'd probably have to be like a voiceover because I wasn't really in the like mindset to start like vlogging again just yet. So I did like film that stuff. It's on my phone, it's on my camera. I'll see how I can like put that together because I always love like watching those kinds of videos. Now that I'm like doing like the wedding planning, I definitely was on TikTok and YouTube looking up like proposal ideas and stuff. So I did film something like that, and I will see how I can put it together so you guys can watch if you're interested. And then I did end up saying yes to the dress like right at the end of March, and it was supposed to come in August, but it came in sooner. Alright, and let's try and get some lashes on, shall we? These are the Dodo lashes in D360. So April, we decided it was time like to start looking for, you know, a possible sibling for Milo, because I don't really know how it works for cats. You know, I'm sure maybe not so much now, but at the beginning he was like, where's Oliver? Like you guys just took him and you never came back with him. So it was hard for both of us, of course. And I don't want to sound like cold-hearted, but with me being used to so much death in my job, especially with the pandemic, I feel like I can cope very well with death. And even though it's obviously, like I said, it's still a sensitive topic for me, my fiance definitely, like, it hit him a lot harder because Oliver literally like passed away in his arms. But yeah, we decided, you know what, even like if he's not fully, like he wasn't fully done mourning the loss of Oliver, we need to think about Milo too, you know, like we didn't want him to get depressed. He was on some depression medication prophylactically, like to prevent depression right after, you know, Oliver passed away. This is what our vet recommended. So yeah, we decided it was time to start searching for a sister or brother, and we are getting another kitten. Her name's Penny. That's what we decided to name her. She is super gorgeous and cute, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She'll be coming home towards like middle to end of July. So yeah, that was like the most exciting thing. And at this point, we just went with a different breeder. She's actually in Pennsylvania, so I will have to go pick her up. But yeah, we just... this eyelash is not working. So we're just gonna go with a different breeder because, I don't know, just given everything that's happened, we just decided we did not want to keep getting cats from this breeder. It just seems that they're always like sick. Alright, and then May, we're currently obviously still in May, but it is the end of May. I think I mentioned in some of the vlogs that we went to Vegas towards the beginning of May because Sharif's brother Abe got engaged to Rose, and so congratulations to them. It was a really nice proposal, and I'm super happy for them because now we're like both wedding planning, and I like her a lot. She's really sweet, so I'm excited that we get to be part of their family, you know, that we're all family now. And then you guys knew about Sharif's jiu-jitsu comp. And then I picked up my dress this month. like I said, they said it was going to be ready in August, so I was like, okay. And then they called me and said it was here, and it literally took me by surprise because it's only May. But yeah, I picked that up. I tried it on. Definitely will need to be altered. I'm waiting to get my wedding shoes. I think I know which ones I want. And then I will reach out to them about like getting it altered and stuff. Oh my god, I'm like sweating. So yeah, that's everything that's going on right now. Obviously, we're getting married June of next year, and we're about to be approaching pretty soon, a year out from our wedding. We have a few vendors already like booked, and we're gonna be doing our engagement shoot in July, so that's really exciting. Let me get this lash on. This eyelash is pissing me off. Whew, okay, those are on. So yeah, that's kind of everything I really had to say that has happened since the last time I vlogged. So as you guys can see, it's a lot has happened. A lot of good stuff, a few, you know, bad stuff, but the good and the bad, they come together. And honestly, right now I'm just super excited for like the wedding planning, and my birthday's coming up, so you know, us Geminis, we celebrate for a full month. My fiance does not necessarily agree with that, but that's too bad. So what else do I have to say? So as far as like the YouTube channel, as you guys can see, I'm back. I'm hoping to, you know, finally be more consistent with it. I mean, I was consistent, and then I don't know where I stopped, but just, you know, I had a lot going on, and working through the pandemic, it was enough for me. Like, it was just too much, and a lot of work and energy and time go into the whole YouTube thing. But basically from here on out, what I think you guys will basically be seeing from this channel is a lot of vlogs. Hopefully you guys like those. I don't know if I'll really be doing so much like makeup tutorials. I feel like they're kind of like played out. I don't know. If you guys still want them, definitely let me know. But basically right now, I want to hear from you guys. What kind of videos do you guys want? Like, I am down basically for anything. And I would love to do like monthly like sit downs, like let's make a cocktail, I'll make a cocktail, you grab a cocktail, even though we're not in the same room at the same time, like just sit down and like we'll hang out. And I would love to, like, if you guys have anything you want advice on, I feel like I give good advice. Maybe I'm being biased, but I think that would be fun. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys want to do some type of like series like that where you guys ask for advice, or maybe you just want to like make it super positive and just send me like good things to share? So what's something good that's happening in your life? I don't know, that's just an idea though. Or hold on. I also think it would be fun to, like, if you guys send me, or I can just find, so you guys could either send in like your favorite cocktails and like the recipes, and then I can kind of like make it, you know, be like a little like cocktail tutorial, DIY recipe, I don't know what you'd call it. And then we can make those on the channel because I love a good cocktail, especially with summer coming up. I don't know, those are just some ideas. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll definitely be doing like try-on hauls. Okay, so I look crazy right now. I look like a chola. I just put on some lip liner. This is their NYX Professional, their NYX Suede matte lip liner in Cold Brew. Love this shade. And this has been like my go-to lip combo lately. This is Wet n Wild Bare It All 902C, and this is a really nice combo, I feel like. But that's not it. We are going to put, oh, there's like a little piece of a lash on here. This is the Rimmel London Stay Glossy in 120 Nonstop Glamour. Okay, so that's the makeup. And this is like a super affordable lip combo, so yeah, definitely check it out. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just do my hair off camera because this video is probably going to be like close to an hour long. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I just went ahead and quickly curled my hair, threw in a little bit of dry shampoo because the hair was looking greasy. And yeah, this is the finished look. I really like how it looks. Like I said, this has kind of been like my go-to lip combo. So definitely leave down below any video requests you guys have. If I sound kind of sick, I am, so I apologize. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!